It's gonna be like. So what if we lose? It's gonna be alright. So what if we get swept? It's gonna be alright. So what if we miss out on the money? It's gonna be alright. That he just gives you that impression.
Being sued, everyone's so sensitive. YouTube was demonetizing like half my videos because they were becoming more, you know, progressive, and all of their advertisers would be like, we can't have this.
You just will never be a good fighter. So I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start. But as we saw tonight, Jake has spirit.
Stephen A. Smith has publicly accused Jake Paul of financial collapse following multiple lawsuits tied to alleged fight manipulation. He reportedly stated that no amount of money is worth risking everything, because once illegal behavior is exposed, consequences are unavoidable. According to Smith, when wrongdoing surfaces, the fallout is inevitable, and this situation was bound to happen sooner or later, as echoed by several media reports.
Talking about people who let it cost them their money.
Yeah.
That's all I'm talking about. If it don't cost you your money, puff, puff, and pass away. Yeah.
Jake Paul has reportedly claimed that he lost most of his wealth, including revenue streams from YouTube after videos were taken down due to content violations. He allegedly explained that each lawsuit cost him millions of dollars, and over time those losses added up quickly. Despite once earning massive sums, Jake reportedly admitted that constant legal pressure drained his finances, showing how fast success can disappear when legal trouble mounts.
Say the names, but there's like a firm who has stolen a bunch of money from celebrities in Los Angeles and athletes.
You don't want to say the name because you're probably going to get sued.
No, yeah. No,
That's another $1 million.
I'm probably going to sue them one day.
Jake Paul has strongly denied fixing any of his fights and insists he will pursue legal action against anyone making such accusations. He reportedly stated that scripted boxing matches are illegal and that spreading false claims is a serious offense. According to Jake, the allegations are completely unfounded and could even fall under federal violations, emphasizing that he is prepared to protect his reputation and career through the courts.
Mike Tyson was 100% scripted. Mike Tyson repeatedly bit his boxing glove throughout the fight. When fights are scripted, fighters do weird gestures to signal that they're hurt. It's very possible Mike Tyson was biting on his glove to tell Jake Paul to calm down. Now, if that's not enough proof that this fight was scripted, in the middle of the fight, Mike Tyson is literally talking to
Jake Paul has dismissed critics by calling them ignorant for labeling his fights as rigged, claiming they don't truly understand boxing. He reportedly explained that many people misinterpret what happens inside the ring and fail to recognize the strategy behind professional fights. According to Jake, those accusations are unfair, and anyone calling his bouts fixed simply lacks the knowledge to appreciate the skill and complexity of boxing.
That you was rigging those fights, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You honestly believe that?
I wanted to believe it when you fought Woodley.
Rampage.
Because I'm an MMA guy.
Anyone who believes that narrative, it's like, come on. You think Anderson Silva's gonna lose? You think Woodley's gonna take a fall? You know these guys.
Yeah, no, I didn't think Anderson would take a fall.
People think the Mike Tyson fight is rigged. I try to understand.
Speaking in Jake Paul's defense, Tony Jeff pushed back against claims that Mike Tyson was holding back during their fight. He reportedly argued that Tyson was not restraining himself, explaining that if Mike had fully committed to a punch, Jake would have immediately responded. According to Jeff, critics misunderstand boxing fundamentals and overlook the timing, technique, and strategic exchanges that actually took place.
Tyson has got to do this fight. This is what I wrote on Instagram, and someone commented saying he doesn't have to do it, he's choosing to do it. And then I thought, you know, you're right, he is choosing to do it, but why is he choosing to do it? Well, he's doing it for one reason and one reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this. So that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson can get bought, because this guy is an absolute legend. He shouldn't be able to get bought like this. He's 57 years old. He needs to be enjoying retirement. Now, I don't think that I've got the wealth that Mike Tyson's got, but if someone offered me $20 million to fight Jake Paul, I would say no, because I care too much about my brain health, about my children, about my family, where it seems like he is being bored. And I'm not trying to disrespect the man. I absolutely love the man. It's just so...
Meanwhile, analysts discussing the bout on the Joe Rogan podcast suggested that Jake Paul's fight with Mike Tyson appeared scripted. They pointed out that while Tyson looked explosive and dangerous during training, his performance in the actual fight seemed noticeably restrained. According to the analysts, Tyson's punches looked controlled and his intensity appeared intentionally reduced, leading some observers to believe the pacing and execution were carefully managed rather than fully competitive.
Himself against actual not just world champion, but one of the greatest of all time.
Are the fights even real? Like the Tyson fight? Like I saw video breakdowns of Tyson not throwing punches early on in that fight. I don't know if you watched any of those videos where like there's a left hook is 100% available. Tyson on in training 99% of the time releases that punch and he held up. Like, do you think that was a real fight?
It looked like sparring to me. That's what it looked like.
But like with an arrangement beforehand? Like,
I wouldn't want to speculate because I haven't talked to anybody about it. But my educated assessment,
agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
It looked.
Rumors also surrounded Jake Paul's recent fight with Anthony Joshua, with claims that Jake attempted to influence the outcome through careful strategy and calculated movement. However, those plans reportedly failed, forcing Jake to focus more on survival than dominance. Observers noted that while he showed moments of defensive skill, the fight highlighted how difficult it is to execute strategy against a high-level opponent like Joshua.
He's doing in the boxing ring.
Listen, so long as people will tune in and so long as Jake Paul is paid by Netflix or any broadcaster to air his fights, we're going to see this continue. And Jake Paul knows his business model, right? Now, this deviated, this AJ fight, which came together kind of last minute after the Tank Davis fight fell apart. But we know Jake Paul's MO here. It's find the most popular guy with the most physical disadvantages for me to fight. And Jake Paul has the benefit that he's turned himself into a villain, or in the pro wrestling circles, a heel. People tune in to watch. We did not tune into this fight to see competitive boxing. Most of us tuned in because we thought, here's Anthony Joshua. Here's a two-time unified heavyweight champion, a guy who physically just overwhelms Jake Paul. And we're finally going to get what Tyron Woodley and Anderson Silva and Nate Diaz were not physically fit, whether it be through their size, experience, or age, to do, and that is knock out Jake Paul. And so, because I don't really feel like we got that satisfying comeuppance that a lot of people have been waiting for, it kind of gives Jake Paul a little bit of mystique, I'd almost say, to still try and string this along. Now, I don't know in terms, he says he wants to be cruiserweight champion. I'm not quite sure what the competitive road there is, because let's make no mistake, the reason this fight lasted as long as it did is because Jake Paul focused exclusively on being elusive. He did his best, and kudos to him, right? He did a great job of not getting cornered. He was always on the gas until the gas sort of fell out from underneath him. And so I don't quite know, short of leveraging his popularity, how he's going to get to that title shot if he's not actually going to fight, like really.
Confusion erupted among fans during the 7th round of Jake Paul's fight with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., after some viewers claimed online sources had already declared Jake the winner before the fight ended. These premature announcements fueled heated debates across social media and raised questions about the bout's legitimacy. Critics argue this incident fits a broader pattern in Paul's career, marked by heavy promotion, selective matchmaking, and outcomes that seem predictable.
Watching this video, Jake Paul and Julio Cesar Chavez are currently right now in the 7th round of their fight. But when you go to Google and Google the fight, it gives an accurate breakdown of all their past fights. And then it comes to the current fight, and it says that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. loses a unanimous decision to Jake Paul in 2025. The fight has not even played out yet. Yet they're saying that this is the end result, as they are fighting right now, currently as it stands. This leans testament to the fact that people state that Jake Paul has his fights fixed. What's your thoughts on this? This is nasty work. Unbelievable. This is Google.
The Chavez Jr. fight was not the first to attract suspicion. Many fans believe Jake Paul's career often walks a fine line between competition and entertainment. His opponents are frequently past their prime, events are designed for maximum attention, and outcomes often favor him. These recurring elements have led to claims that Paul prioritizes spectacle and control over testing himself against truly equal competition.
It's serious news in the combat sports world. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, it's come out now. It was rigged. I can't believe it. You have to question question the validity of boxing these days when you can't trust two professionals to get in the ring and do their best against each other, and instead you find out Mike Tyson pulling his punches, not trying to hurt Jake Paul. Absolute disgrace. I thought better of them. You know, I really did. I thought that Mike Tyson, especially, Iron Mike, he was just going to go in there and knock Jake clean out. But here he is.
Chael Sonnen weighed in by highlighting how unusual it is for a fighter with just 11 professional bouts to face opponents with Olympic backgrounds and extensive experience. According to Sonnen, placing a relatively undeveloped boxer into such high-profile matchups doesn't logically add up. From his perspective, these fights appear crafted to create dramatic storylines rather than genuine, evenly matched competition.
I think that Joshua's more experienced or better. I believe in I believe boxing's real. If boxing is an actual sport, if it is an actual sweet science, then of course a guy that's done it 11 times cannot compete with the Olympic champion. Of course. This is before you get size in there, before you get professional world titles in there. A guy that's done this 11 times cannot go into the Olympic Games and medal. If boxing, in fact, should be believed. I was with Portnoy. I liked it. I liked how he said that. So, you know, that's how I feel too. Because I'm also cheering for Jake Paul. But I get it. I know we're not going to win tonight. But that's a compliment to boxing. And it is very hard for people to digest that Anthony Joshua can't cut him off. He can't find him. He can't do anything with that reach. He can't go out there and rush him. He can't throw this kid in a corner and beat him up. That is disappointing to me. That is baffling to me. As an MMA guy, I will just share with you, that would not be a problem at all. At all. If a guy's running away from me, it would be absolutely no problem. And you can put the boundaries at the city line. You can put it at the state line. I will track him down, I will put him somewhere, and I will beat the dog out of him. So in a ring, I get where that is really disappointing. I get it, but it doesn't change the fact that that's what happened. And then Joshua, by the way, has the right to turn to some other things. Well, I'm saying he ought to cut him off, grab him, throw him in the corner, go beat him up. Well, I'm saying that Joshua has the right to go, nah, I could feel some stuff. I knew it was going to come my way, right? For Joshua to say, well, I had the experience, and yeah, he was moving, and yeah, I could have cut him off a little different. But I didn't mind the way this was going. I didn't mind that he was running. I knew he would slow down. I knew he would come to me eventually. Like, for that to be Joshua's mindset,